learning on the Talent Incubation Hub, developing our leadership skills, developing our climate action concept, and our confidence, and of course, our storytelling know-how. Yes, as someone who's privileged to facilitate sessions on this wonderful Climate Skills for Youth program, and also, of course, in my capacity as the director for the Talent Incubation Hub, today feels really professionally rewarding. And not just that, it's also personally inspiring to see how far we have come. Watching the community grow over the past several months has been nothing short of extraordinary. What began as thousands of applications, even looking at that has just evolved into a truly global community of climate change makers. So yes, of course, as Alvin rightly mentioned, I facilitated on the program for Section 2, where we explored one of the most important yet often overlooked aspects of climate leadership. And what is that? It's the power of storytelling and strategic communication. Ideas alone rarely transform societies. People support ideas that they understand, which is why communication is a very, very key part of climate action, climate change. You know, Communities will embrace solutions they can relate to. Investors will fund initiatives that clearly communicate value. And ultimately, policy changes only happen when evidence is communicated effectively. And throughout this program, we challenged you all not simply to know about climate issues, but to communicate them in ways that inspire action. And it's been wonderful, wonderful to see all the climate action concepts and the motivation videos that you have all put together. And yes, that has been very, very fulfilling for me as a facilitator on the program and also in my capacity as the director for the Talent Incubation Hub, which I'm getting to. So our journey, on the program, one of the unique strengths of CSYP 2026 has been the integration of the Talent Incubation Hub. So, of course, rather than, just coming on your live sessions and that will be all, and, ordinarily it would have been, we have today's graduation ceremony and that will be all. But no, we've, made provision so that participants now have access to a wider ecosystem that would support your continued growth. And of course, through the Talent Incubation Hub, we have been providing and we aim to continue providing continued learning, leadership development, innovation support, entrepreneurship pathways, research collaboration, mentoring, and so much opportunities to connect with development partners and, key actors in the climate sector. So you see, this graduation therefore becomes not just the end, but an entry point into a much, much larger journey. So to every graduate today, to every fellow, you have demonstrated commitment, you have invested your time, you have remained resilient, you asked the difficult questions. Yes, you definitely did that, and you challenged yourselves. And most importantly, you chose to become a part of the solution. And that decision alone already distinguishes you. So yes, please celebrate yourselves. It's you've done this, you're here, and it's been wonderful, wonderful having you all. And today, of course, is the first step where we begin officially building the alumni community. Yes, Alvin has spoken to that, and we'll be, taking feedback. We want it to be a co-created community. It's not just a community that will be, in silos. We want to work cross-sector. Let it be a community of practice where we can all work together across our various, climate focuses and, areas of interest. So I hope that today's graduates will become tomorrow's facilitators on the CSYP. You become tomorrow's mentors, entrepreneurs, policymakers, and global leaders. And on behalf of the Talent Incubation Hub, I want to sincerely thank the Coalition for a Brighter Earth, of course, All-Encompassing Global Consult, our UNESCO partners, our facilitators, the volunteers, speakers, and every single participant who believed in this vision. Congratulations to every graduate. Your certificate just, recognizes what you have completed. And that is not just the end. Like I said, that is the beginning of a new journey. That is the beginning of your journey for climate action and for sustainable climate change across the globe. So, yes, your future will be defined by what you choose to build next. And I know that you have all been equipped, and I know that we are all raring to go to make impact in our communities, impacts that will be locally relevant and felt globally. So thank you, everyone. It's been wonderful, and I celebrate you all once again. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that, Paul. And yes, Paul shared perspectives from a facilitator as well as an implementing partner of the Climate Skills for Youth program. And it's great that we had you on this session, sharing your knowledge with the cohort and better shaping the outcome of this intervention we have co-created here. I would like to briefly touch on what the alumni community is going to look like as part of our next steps as we prepare to wrap up today's call. So for our alumni community, the plan at the moment is to explore regional integration. Based on the different continents, regions, we intend to align each and every one of you to relevant organizations who you are already connected with and those you are not yet connected with to start looking at ways to collaborate and enhance the skills you have already acquired here. You're also looking at creating a platform through which we can have opportunities shared and even a scale up phase where you can get more information, more knowledge, more access, not just to the ADC Talent Incubation Hub, but to other learning platforms and learning management systems that we will make available through our networks and collaborations. We also intend to explore ways in which resource mobilization can be made more efficient so that we can support in funding or raising funds for the various interventions that are already being developed and the ones that will be developed even after the graduation. So for all of you, these are just a few ideas we have, but as we stated clearly, the intent is to co-create this with you, not to do it for you, but to be working together and ensuring that we have a vibrant alumni community dedicated to amplifying, scaling up the work we are already doing. So let's be on the lookout for the structured questionnaire so that we can make inputs into that. The next activity was for me to share with you the list of graduating participants. So if you're ready, I want us to flood the screen with our reactions, with our emojis, with our flags, with the comments, with the chats on the YouTube stream. Share if you're ready to check and to find out if your name is on the list. Because yes, our certificate is ready for distribution. But before we do distribute it, I think it would be fair to know if you are receiving it, so you can manage expectations. And we want to clearly acknowledge that this journey has been not just an incredible one, but a demanding one for those of us on the call who are students, who are workers, who are job creators. Because yes, despite your involving schedules and plans, you make time to join in the sessions to get more knowledge to scale up what you're already doing. So it's only fair that we acknowledge the time and commitment you put into this and to recognize that with our certificates. But as emphasized extensively by one of our special addressees, Sandra, the certificate isn't entirely the next step. It is a stepstone, but more importantly, the application of the knowledge you have acquired and using that determines if truly you have been empowered by this program. We have a large list of awardees for the certificates, but due to safeguarding concerns and not displaying your names on the screen because of our stream on YouTube, we want to maintain data privacy and protection. so we wouldn't project it, but the list is finalized. And in the coming days, probably in the next 2, 3 days, you would all receive emails, and the emails will contain the directions in receiving the certificate. It has already been made readily available, and we want to be as transparent as possible. All people receiving certificates are receiving the certificates based on merit. As we established at the start of the program, you must attend all the sessions, you must complete all the assignments, and you must be able to fulfill the final assignment, which we gave ample time for everyone to fill and make submissions ready. So you'll be receiving your certificates in that regard and celebrate this moment. Alongside the certificates, we would also share with people who have received the certificates a customized flyer template through which you would have to upload a photo on to also share with the rest of the world that this is your latest milestone, not just a certificate, but recognized as a climate champion through the Climate Skills for Youth Program 2026. It's great to do this to see that after months and years of planning, we're getting to celebrate this occasion with you. I will invite Ambassador Daniel to share with us some concluding remarks as we wrap up this session. Ambassador Daniel, if you're ready, would like to hear the final remarks toward the end of our graduation ceremony. And by the way, for all of you, the certificates are quite nice. And yes, they are not just a paper, but a recognition of the effort you put throughout this program. Ambassador Daniel, over to you.
Oh, excellent. Thank you very much, Alvin. Thank you for that wonderful coordination. Once again, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everyone on this call. And yes, as Alvin rightly said, yes, it's very humbling and exciting at the same time to see young people, passionate about what is ahead, to see opportunities and what some people would have seen as problems, and also to step up in the place of leadership to ensure that, yes, we're moving in the right direction. So once again, congratulations to each and every one. We don't want this event to just be an event certificate that you collect and you just put on your shelves. We want to see real world impact at the back of this. And that's why we're building a community where you can actually co-create, you can collaborate, you can also share your experiences, your challenges. And we are working behind the scene tirelessly to ensure that we open more access. The Climate Skills for Youth Program 2026 is not only limited to leadership, entrepreneurship, awareness, advocacy, the storytelling, innovation. It's also building a world of tomorrow where integrity is at the forefront of everything we do. We're also putting together a curriculum on integrity connected to all of this that we've spoken to. And I know some of you have been privileged to have some of the questionnaires that are shared. We would make sure that that is shared across all platforms so that everyone will have access to it. We're also engaging with a number of developmental financial institutions for those that are interested in, starting a business or starting a trade connected to, climate action. And some of these opportunities that are out there will also be pushed across all platforms. Capacity building opportunity here and there, we'll be sharing it. We want to also elaborate more on the talent incubation hub for those that have been through the program. Some are still on the learning platform. Please, complete your learning program. You still have a bit of time to do that. It's what makes it all encompassing. It's what prepare you for the world of tomorrow. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, as we conclude today's graduation ceremony, I would like to express our heartfelt appreciation to everyone who has contributed to the success of the Climate Skills for Youth Program 2026. Our sincere gratitude goes to the Coalition for Brighter Earth, All-Encompassing Global Consult Limited team, the Talent Incubation Hub team, UNESCO representative, our keynote speakers, partners, institutions, facilitators, the volunteers, the technical team that has done extremely and wonderfully well, and every organization that supports this initiative. To our graduating fellows, congratulations. Your certificates recognize your dedication, but your true achievement lies in the knowledge, the relationships, the confidence, and the its awareness to climate action. May this not remain a slogan. May it become your personal commitment. Continue learning, continue collaborating, continue building, continue leading. The world needs your ideas. It needs your courage. And it then needs the most important part of it, your action. Once again, congratulations to the Climate Skills for Youth Program 2026. Thank you all for joining us, and we look forward to engaging with you throughout the CSYP alumni community and future programs. Have a wonderful day. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that, Ambassador. And yes, truly, he has summed up what the program truly represents. And yes, we are going to continuously stay engaged with all of you for all participants who successfully met the requirements for the receipt of the certificate. You will be notified soon, and you'd have access to that as well. We now want you to share across social media pages that you have received the certificate so we can join in amplifying, reposting, and sharing this milestone with the rest of the world. I am excited to have facilitated this session and to just share that the journey to change doesn't just begin when you take action, but when you remain consistent with the action you take. It gets scary, it can get overwhelming. As young people, we truly understand and know the challenges we face, and we can all relate that yes, it has been quite a journey. But with resilience, dedication, we can truly see the change we hope the world would experience. So let's keep on doing that. Let's keep pushing. Let's keep pushing and ensuring that we are making impact. My name is Adiga Albanwanya, founder of the Coalition for a Brighter Earth, conveners of the Climate Skills for Youth program. I want to say a big appreciation to my colleagues from the Coalition for a Brighter Earth, working tirelessly behind the scenes, from Ephraim to Calvin, ensuring that we are able to put out the very best of content. To the AAGC team, from Ambassador to Paul to Jeremiah to Adenike, to Emmanuel and Kehinde, the entire team. Thank you for your commitment in ensuring that we've been able to push this far. To our guest speakers who joined and facilitated the sessions, from Emran Luisi to Hugh Slater, Kelvin Adjue, and Paul Yisa. Special thanks for joining this program and for the valuable contributions you made through every discussion. To our guest speakers from the UNESCO Youth Secretariat and Youth Climate Action Network, Diane, to Chukudozi from Sulfur Energy, also joining today's session, and most importantly, the Secretary General, representative from the National Commission of UNESCO in Nigeria, Mr. Oluwafemi, for joining together with other amazing and inspiring speakers who shared their responses. For our participants who shared their reflections on the call, thank you for doing that, for taking stage to share how this program has truly been a beneficial one to all of you. And to you, our graduating class, a moment again to celebrate this achievement, to congratulate each and every one of you for this milestone. We are excited with you and to see what comes next. I will now request that we all turn on our cameras and for the group photo we've all been waiting for to culminate this exciting experience. And I will invite Emmanuel to facilitate this and to lead with the group photography. So if you are ready, Emmanuel, you can take over and let us know how we are going to do this.
Okay. Hi, everyone. Yes, please. Thank you, Alvin. We can turn on our videos now. So I take a screenshot from here, and then once I'm done, I can let you know. But for the meantime, please let's have our videos on, just the way I have mine on. I can see Ambassador Daniels. I can see Alvin. I can see Mr. Joe. Yes, please. For the rest of us here on the call, let's do that. Yes, thank you. I'm expecting more.
Yes, so to our participants, it's now your time. Let's all see your face. Let's see the people behind their names. And yeah, let's celebrate this milestone together. And yes, let's keep the reactions coming for those of us joining live on YouTube. And you can take a screenshot of what you see as well as your picture. And when you post it, yes, make the world know that you were part of the Climate Skills for Youth Program 2026.
And yes, thank you very much, everyone. Yes, Alvin, have a very good shot. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for that as well. And yes, so this photograph would also be made readily available for all of you so that when you are sharing this milestone across the social media pages, you can get footage from today's discussion. And remember, this was streamed live on YouTube, so you can always revisit just to relive the moment we are celebrating today. Let's also be informed that our official WhatsApp channel is still going to be running, where we'll be sharing opportunities. And as you said, as we are building the alumni community, we'll look at better structured ways to keep all of us engaged and better informed on our steps moving forward. Let's do well to follow the All-Encompassing Global Consult as well as the Talent Incubation Hub across all social media pages from LinkedIn to Instagram to TikTok to X. And we will share a communique that also captures all of that so that you can stay in touch with the latest achievements, latest programs, projects, which you can be part of. Also, do also follow the Coalition for a Brighter Earth. Currently, we are on Instagram and LinkedIn. And you can follow us for more updates because, yes, we have more and more programs upcoming, and it'll be great to have all of you well involved. Do well to also follow our facilitators. Ambassador Daniel, I would allow you to share your social media pages so that people can get to follow you. And then we hear from Emmanuel, Paul as well, and also some of our facilitators. So Ambassador, over to you. And please, everyone, follow these people you have on the call. They have the ability to move and shake things. So it's our advice that you get to follow, engage with them so that you get to see new opportunities and be part of that. Over to you.
Excellent. Thank you, Alvin. And yes, thank you once again for this opportunity. Yes, I'll be sharing my LinkedIn link on the chat. I'm sure would also have a communique that will go out that will have all this access. Yes, I will encourage you to, look at these pages. Well, I'm very much active on LinkedIn. I'm very much active on the rest of the social media pages. But what is more important for me is the Talent Incubation Hub page, because there's a lot of rich content that are being created for the future leaders. If you're not aspiring to be a leader in your own world, in your own field, it may not make sense to you. But if you are an aspiring leader and you want to take on podiums, you want to take on, the hems of affairs in terms of, making sure that the world of tomorrow is a much better place for each and every one of us to live in, yes, the place to go to is the Talent Incubation Hub pages. You also want to look at the All-Encompassing Global Consult Limited page as well. That's also very, very useful for each and every one to see what it means to have a youth-led organization that is focused on, youth-led initiatives, youth-connected initiatives that is connected to a very, very big population of the world we live right now. So yes, the rest of my colleagues, I would encourage you to also share your social media pages. LinkedIn is very important for the world of now, in as much as a lot of people also like to use the rest of the pages. Please feel free to exchange contact. Feel free to collaborate. Feel free to learn from, someone from a different part of the continent, someone from the same country as yours. I mean, that is what makes it all encompassing. Once again, thank you very much for being part of this journey. The alumni community is very important. For those that are already on the Talent Incubation Hub WhatsApp page, congratulations to you. We share quite a bit on that. It's interactive. We deliberately left it interactive for people to be able to, share and learn, and also for people to engage, meet people from other part of the world, collaborate. I think Paul might want to share the link to the Talent Incubation Hub WhatsApp page. We also have the Coalition for Brighter Earth, the CSYP channel, which is going to be very, very powerful for each and everyone to be on. You get first-hand information as to things that would be beneficiary to your success. We're committed to this, and that is what some of us will do for the rest of our time. Once again, congratulations to the graduates. Climate Skills for Youth Program 2026 has been a success. We're looking forward to 2027, 2028, and many more years to come, because together we can build the world we want to live in. Thank you once again, and good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everyone, wherever you are. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that, Ambassador. And yes, it's great to hear from you. And as he said, we will share official communiques with you that captures also the contact information of our facilitators, the various WhatsApp channels you need to have at your fingertips, various social media pages, so that you can get abreast with information as well. I have just shared a link tree to my social media pages in the chat. So yes, we can also connect there as well, and also keep the conversations ongoing. From myself and the Coalition for Brighter Earth and the All-Encompassing Global Control team, we congratulate each and every one of you for your service, your commitment, and your energy and enthusiasm in fulfilling the Climate Skills for Youth Program 2026. This is a milestone worth celebrating, not just today, but tomorrow and forever as well. Let's keep the conversations engaged. And for the last time, let's see with your reactions, with your claps, your emojis, let's see that this has really been an inspiring journey. Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your day. And yes, till we meet again, this is goodbye for now.